For centuries, millions of African people were torn from their homes, chained and sold into brutal slavery across the world. Ships packed with enslaved people crossed the Atlantic Ocean in horrifying conditions, in what became known as the transatlantic slave trade. Enslaved people endured unimaginable suffering, stripped of their freedom, identity, and humanity by colonial powers seeking profit. But courageous voices began rising against this monstrous system, demanding justice and an end to human suffering. Abolitionists like William Wilberforce dedicated their entire lives to fighting slavery through passionate speeches and relentless campaigning. Formerly enslaved people like Olaudah Equiano shared their powerful personal stories, awakening public conscience across Britain and beyond. Grassroots movements grew rapidly, with ordinary citizens signing petitions and boycotting sugar produced by enslaved workers. Women played a crucial role, forming anti-slavery societies and spreading awareness throughout communities across the nation. Enslaved people themselves resisted constantly through rebellions, escapes, and acts of defiance that shook the foundations of slavery. After decades of fierce struggle, Britain finally passed the Slave Trade Act in 1807, abolishing the trade. This landmark law made it illegal for British ships to transport enslaved people across the Atlantic Ocean any longer. However, slavery itself continued in British colonies, meaning the fight for complete freedom was far from truly over. Abolitionists pressed forward relentlessly, demanding full emancipation for all enslaved people living under British colonial rule. In 1833, the Slavery Abolition Act was passed, legally freeing over 800,000 enslaved people. Formerly enslaved people could finally rebuild their lives, though deep scars of injustice remained across generations and communities. The abolition movement inspired freedom fighters worldwide, sparking similar campaigns across France, America, and other colonial nations. America finally abolished slavery in 1865, following a devastating civil war that tore the nation apart. The abolition of the slave trade stands as a powerful reminder that justice, courage, and humanity can overcome even the darkest chapters of history.